Hey guys, Five here with episode number 29 of our Arsenal career mode on FIFA 21. We're kicking this episode off with the transfer of Umtiti, someone we couldn't quite sell yesterday, or not yesterday, a few days ago on transfer deadline day. But before we get into any of the gameplay action, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We're on 893 subscribers right now, so click that subscribe button. And because we are negotiating with Manchester City, I thought we may as well try and get as much money as we possibly can for Umtiti. And Pep Guardiola agreed with us on £70 million for the French centre-back. Absolutely brilliant. We paid, I think it's 35 plus Torreira for him, so that was really, really good. As for our Champions League group, you can see we've got Villarreal, and Villarreal are probably the biggest team in there apart from ourselves, and we should be able to go through. It's obviously our first time in the Champions League in a few years. I think it's 2015 was maybe the last time that Arsenal were in the Champions League, so good to be back. And as you can see, Upamecano is here today taking on Leicester in what is going to be his debut game after he signed on deadline day at the Emirates in front of all the home fans. They are going to be very, very impressed by him, hopefully. But as you can see, we've still got Maitland-Niles in the starting lineup ahead of Partey. He's just been so good this season. Going into this one though, Leicester, a relatively changed up line. They're actually sitting 19th at the time of this game. And yeah, you can see they've lost some of their big names. Obviously, they lost Maddison to us. They lost Ndidi to Spurs. They lost Vardy to United. So they've lost some of their big names across this save already. Hopefully, we can take advantage of the fact they're 19th. They've started the season off poor. And with James Maddison going through against his old team, it's a great save by Schmeichel. That is what denies us of the chance of going ahead in this game. 23 minutes in, literally just a few minutes later, Martinelli in the box, little drag back, tries to find some space, but he's got two men on him, forces it back to Guendouzi. Guendouzi to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles turns, finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang turns back inside, finds Maddison on the turn, lays it across to Ceballos, first time strike. Schmeichel palms it down, no one can take advantage of the fact he didn't catch it. And we do have to try and fight again to get this first goal of the game, but it definitely looks as if it's coming our way. As Ceballos, down this right hand side, Lindelof is forced across, he whips it to Aubameyang, who diving headers onto the end of it. Van Persie-esque with that diving header. 1-0 on the brink of half time. You can see an injury time of the first half, 46 minutes in. Lovely cross by Dani Ceballos. He has been very, very good to kick off this season in terms of goals, assists, since we signed him on a permanent, basically. As Kramaric, he tries to go for an audacious little free kick. Obviously, he scored one against us in Wembley in the FA Cup final, and that was their only goal of that game. But Ceballos goes for another goal, saved nicely by Schmeichel, denying us a chance of doubling our lead and pretty much putting the nail in the coffin in this one. They really had no attacking threat in this game. We just intercepted it at the source. But here, Zielinski looks to get past Thomas Partey. He does so by playing out wide to Harvey Barnes. He gets past Upamecano. Zielinski into Llorente. Llorente knocks it through to Kramaric, one-on-one, but it's a great save from Leno, denying them the chance of getting back on level terms quite unfairly, all things considered. But from the resulting corner, they headed across. We block it off the line quite nicely, and we've got a counter-attack of our own. We've got pace up top, which is really effective in the counter-attack as Ceballos. Back to Hector Bellerin, back to Ceballos, just quick pass in. Dilly-dallying, they don't know what to do. We play it over the top to Kieran Tierney. He's got a man in the middle in Martinelli. He nods it home. 2-0, two headers, two really nice goals. A lovely counter-attack for the second, and a nice diving header from Aubameyang for the first one. Really good way to kick off this episode with a victory against Leicester, further compiling the misery onto them as they are near the bottom of the table. And we've got a chance here to make it 3 as Aubameyang shoots, and it is an incredible goal. Aubameyang getting his name on the score sheet. He was always going to do that, wasn't he? Really. 3-0, 3 points. You love to see it. And we go through in this game. The final whistle is blown, and we win 3-0. As we go into the Champions League, the first game in the Champions League, we're taking on Fenerbahce in Turkey. Looking at their lineup, there's only one name that I actually do recognise on there, and that is Luis Gustavo, the Brazilian centre defensive mid, formerly of Wolfsburg, formerly of Marseille. You can see it by our lineup. We've got the strongest possible lineup out there. Partey is back in for Maitland-Niles. You've got to give the 87 rated player a chance on the Champions League debut. As Martinelli knocks the ball through to Kieran Tierney. Tierney across to Aubameyang. 2 minutes and 52 seconds into the game. We are in front. Champions League is not ready for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I can tell you that now for a fact. For a fact, they are not ready for Aubameyang. 7 minutes in. Another chance here as Aubameyang knocks it through to Hector Bellerin. So much space. Erkin's coming centrally. He's going to shoot it. Keeper saves it straight into the path of Aubameyang and he knocks it into the back of the net. 2-0, 8 minutes into this game, and Aubameyang is already on for a hat-trick in this game. That's how good he is. That's how good he is. 18 minutes in, we intercept the ball. Guendouzi to Ceballos. Ceballos has got man out wide and he's got a man in the middle. So much space for Thomas Partey on this other side. Their wing-backs just got exposed all game. Thomas Partey, the man we brought back in for this game, and he goes ahead and shows us why. He tucks it home. 3-0. We've not even reached the half an hour mark yet and we're 3-0 up. Their first real attacking threat. They do lose the ball out to Guendouzi, who finds Thomas Partey. Partey finds Maddison, holding it up. He's got 2 men running ahead of him. He's going to go for Aubameyang, the man on the hat-trick. He just dinks it over the top. He gets to the ball before Aziz can. Cuts back inside, tries to find the space. He can't really get into a shooting opportunity, so lays it back across to Maddison. Maddison across to Tierney. We haven't really got anyone in the middle, but we've got Maddison there, knocking it across to Dani Ceballos, tucking it home. 4-0, 33 minutes into this game. We took their best attacking threat that they'd had all game, and we brought it to a goal down the other end. 4-0, we switch ends now. Martinelli trying to get it. Aubameyang in the end. Scissor kicks it home. Is that 5 or 6? That's 5-0. That's Aubameyang with a hat-trick. Nice little scissor kick. He must have shouted to Martinelli to leave that one, because Martinelli clearly could have got his head on that and probably would have tucked it home as well. But 77 minutes into this game, another attacking chance here for Fenerbahce, but it's intercepted by Upamecano, and Guendouzi can start the counter-attack as he lays it across to Thomas Partey. Partey's just going to knock it through the middle, right through. Martinelli runs onto the end of it, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Cool, calm, collected, past the keeper. That is 6-0. He does the celebration that Jamie Vardy did in front of the Crystal Palace fans, does it in front of the Fenerbahce fans. I don't know what that represents. I don't know what that means, but from a corner, Ceballos whips it across. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, on his debut, makes it 7-0 to Arsenal away from home in the Champions League against Fenerbahce. He's been given the captain's armband because he came on for Aubameyang. He's the oldest player in the squad. I thought he deserved it, really. And what a way to score on your debut. This is a Zlatan-esque goal. It's the volley, the kind of flying kung fu kick volley into the back of the net. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic makes it 7 to ourselves. That is going to be the final score. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is going to get the match ball for 3 goals from 3 attempts. You love to see it. And something else that you really do love to see is the fact that we will be getting a large injection of money from Manchester City. 63.5 million to be exact, of that 70 million total will be going into our bank account, meaning that in January we should have a lot of money to spend should we need so. But I really doubt that we'll need to spend that money with how good this team is playing right now as we come up against Wolves, a team that we've struggled against in recent kind of games. They're not playing Gaston Ramirez, thankfully for ourselves. He was one that really did kind of put us to the sword, and we struggled against him quite a lot. But you can see the lineup, we've gone to slightly changed. Maddison hasn't really been that impressive in the Premier League. He was very good in the Champions League, but he did deserve a rest, and we did give a chance to Reece Nelson. First chance comes, Aubameyang's way, he hits it. Patricio kind of falls onto it. It wasn't really hit with much venom, much power, and he was denied the chance of going 1-0 ahead. You can see here, he's just dilly-dallying on the ball. He doesn't know where to hit it. In the end, he actually hits it straight to Ceballos, who finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang on the turn. He's just going to lay it back across to Thomas Partey. Some space he shoots. It's wide of the post. But take a look at this. At half-time, they had had 85% possession and 1 shot on target. What the fuck is that? But we go to make some substitutions just to change that up. We don't want the dominating possession. We want to kind of dominate the ball ourselves. So what we're going to do is bring on Maddison at cam, Maitland-Niles at right back, and Zlatan up top for Martinelli. And with Maitland-Niles charging down this right-hand side, he whips the ball across to Aubameyang. Aubameyang on the turn, just trying to find some space. It didn't quite work out the ball made by Maitland-Niles. He's just going to here go out wide. Can't really get away from Neto, but he plays a little 1-2 of Ceballos. Dinked over the top. First time after the chest. Whipped across to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He heads it into the back of the net. And after scoring midweek in the Champions League, he now scores to make it 1-0 to Arsenal against Wolves in the 81st minute in a game where they absolutely dominated possession but made nothing from it. We win the game. You can see here I'm wearing a full kit. I don't know why EA have really fucked up career mode. I'm wearing an Arsenal kit for some reason. We weren't even wearing the home kit for this game, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace. Woods, make the noise.